Well, happy Sunday, everybody. It's me, Box Office Ricky, and I'm super stoked to do this box office reporting this weekend. It is a much better weekend compared to last weekend, Halloween weekend, which did not fare so well. This weekend was so much better because we had a big entry. We had a long-awaited Predator Badlands in the movie theaters, and it did really well. In fact, it did better than any other Predator movie since the first one. So let's quickly dive into the numbers and talk about the week of November 7th through 9th. And believe it or not, Disney is back on top. Their domestic box office total for the year, or sorry, I think global both, has topped $2 billion. And I think this was a much needed win for Disney. Now, what's interesting is Predator was actually originally a Fox Studios, Fox 20th Century Fox film. And because of the many acquisitions of Disney, back in 2018, 2019, whenever this was part of their acquisition. And so they are mining the heck out of any 20th Century Fox property. And Predator was one of those films, and this was a much needed win. So let's dive into the numbers. So Predator Badlands kicking butt at $40 million. I mean, I, for one, am excited. I saw the movie this weekend. I enjoyed it. But $40 million is a great box office win. I'm super stoked for the director, Dan Trachtenberg. Big win. You know, his previous Predator films were only featured on streaming services on Hulu. If you haven't seen Prey, great film. If you haven't seen the other Predator animated film, did really well. But this was great to see that, you know, this is a great director, great visionary, and for him to have a big box office win, that only means that he's going to get more bigger projects coming down the line. In fact, you know, I think he has the potential to become the new Denis Villeneuve, the guy that did the Dune film. So I'm super stoked to see that he's got a film that debuted at #1 at $40 million, which is great. Opening up November big, and we've got so many other films coming up in November. This is great for theaters to finally get their, you know, rejuvenation that's much needed. So let's go ahead and look at the other films. Of course, you know, there's going to be a lot bigger drop off. We have at #2, Regretting You at $7.15 million. Its total thus far, I mean, golly, 38, close, rounding, getting close to $39 million. I mean, that's pretty good for a movie in its second release. That means it had really good legs throughout the week. #3 in its fourth week is Black Phone 2 at $5.3 million. Still really good, strong numbers at $70 million total. Those are really good numbers. We're going to see a Black Phone 3, which I'm super stoked out. #4 is a movie I'm not familiar with. It's called Sarah's Oil. It grossed $4.458 million. And at #5 is the World War II Nazi trial movie, Nuremberg, at 4.17. This is the movie with Russell Crowe. I've actually heard really good things about this film. You know, this probably is a film that we might see get a bigger push in its Oscar race. It only grossed $4.147 million. But, you know, honestly, it's a movie that we might see later on do better in, you know, if it gets more more push during the Oscar push after, you know, the new year coming up in 2026, it might, you know, have longer legs if it's definitely a movie that's going to be nominated for Oscars. And then let's see here, we've got at #6, Chain